I chose to bring the class to Costa Rica because Costa Rica is the leading example of ecotourism across the globe. Costa Rica developed a lot of policies early on that were beneficial for protecting a large portion of the rainforest in the country, as well as promoting tourism. And so they realized in Costa Rica that if they were able to get enough money, enough revenue from tourism, this gave the local people an incentive to protect the forest, to protect the wildlife, to protect biodiversity. Costa Rica is an example that has been pretty successful, where they've been able to conserve a lot of natural areas while at the same time provide income for the local residents. Ecotourism is really defined as responsible travel to natural areas that protects the environment and at the same time enhances the well-being of local people. So there are a lot of things that need to be met in order to really qualify as ecotourism, and different economic forces don't always move in the same direction as ecotourism.
In rainforest, you're gonna see tall trees, umbrella shape, very clean bark, very clean ground. Just 2% of the sunlight reaches the ground. Here, tall trees, not tall like in rainforest, not umbrella shape, and actually now we're in Pacific slope. The elevation is about 5,000 feet. The average goes from 4,000 to 6,000. The elevation, the precipitation could be from 2.5 to 4 meters in the continental divide in the Pacific slope.
We became more aware, and also by education, by reading of the impact for health. If you grow a lot of foods in your land, but also you use a lot of toxics, there's a risk for yourself and for anybody else if we are selling the crop.
After really intensively looking at a bunch of different examples of good ecotourism operations, really developed a good understanding of what it entails. Especially the one thing that I didn't really realize was how important it is that an ecotourist operation has to benefit the local population. And I found that very interesting and also very sustainable.
Sustainability definitely played a huge part in all of the tourism activities that we did, just because we were seeing so much nature and so much, we'd hear a lot from like the tour guides, especially in the forested areas, like how things had changed from climate change, how things had changed from development and all that kind of thing. And we saw a lot of, the sustainability or lack thereof, I guess, in some of the more coastal towns that had developed, like for American tourists, and how different that was compared to when people went someplace and really wanted to go and protect the environment.
The organic coffee farmer was talking a lot about sustainable agricultural methods, multi-cropping, growing multiple strains of coffee to protect it from environmental events, planting shade trees, kind of addressing the agroforestry methodology.
This is what we did earlier! Oh, it looks like someone's just flying through the air.
I was really hoping we'd get to see like an octopus or a sea turtle or something, but I didn't have any kind of luck like that, but there were some very, very pretty fish.
Do you practice any sort of sustainability or conservation efforts here at the hotel?
Yeah, most of the products we bring here is from locals, so we bring the milk directly from the farmers.
Nice.
And the showers, we have like a eco showers.
Oh, really?
Which we save a lot of water.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen in the rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we save more than 2 gallons per minute.
Oh, really?
The trip was way better than I would have thought that it could be. It was one of those kind of trips where you just don't want to come back again. And no, I mean it was spectacular. Some of the things that we saw, like I have so much more respect for the kind of the work they're doing in that area, like protecting things, developing them for ecotourism, and at the same time like a better understanding of kind of the challenges that come with that, and how difficult it is to do that in some ways.